I had to hold off on this one partially because, well, I like playing through the entire season pretty much in one go. Like, I won't be playing the entire thing, or with minimal delays, I'll put it that way. I mean, I tried doing the Game of Thrones from Telltale when it was the episodic release and didn't like how that felt, because I forgot key plot elements from the previous times. But anyway, I have played through the first one, and for those unfamiliar, the first one was kind of the beginnings of Batman, and he was up against the Children of Arkham, found out that his parents were in with the mob, that the leader of the Children of Arkham was actually Vicky Vale, the reporter, who you probably know best from the original Batman movie by Tim Burton. Well, I say original, but the Adam West actually predates that one by a good 30 years. Or 20 years, rather. But my final choice was to unmask myself as Batman to Vicky Vale. So, I have gone into this one completely blind. My guess is she was ostensibly killed off, but never found the body sort of thing. And it wound up also punching a hole in Bruce Wayne's ear when she fired a weapon at him. Apparently, had I gone with keeping his identity secret from her, she would have hurt Alfred instead. He would have lost an eye. Anyway, Batman Enemy Within can be started as a brand new story or as a continuation of the Season 1 choices you made. Import save. Awesome. Batman symbol is visible. Well, I went with purple in the first one, so I guess I'll go with it in this one. Because consistency. Oh yeah, we met John Doe in the first game, who, well, no points for guessing who that is. Yeah, I generally play Batman as the...
One fateful night, my parents gave their lives for me. They became my heroes. Their legacy untouchable. Until I learned the truth. My father, Thomas Wayne, was a criminal. He ruled over Gotham from the shadows. And everything I thought I knew about myself changed forever.
I think I'll have to turn the volume back up.
The Children of Arkham exposed the truth about my father to Gotham. Their attack turned friends into enemies and threw the city into chaos. I was committed to Arkham Asylum, where I escaped with the help of a mental patient named John Doe. After a bloody battle, I put an end to it all in the catacombs beneath the city. The Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham were the first real challenge I faced as the Batman, but they would not be the last.
Spring has arrived in Gotham, and with it comes City Hall's quarterly crime report. Crime is way down since the fall of the Children of Arkham, marking another triumph for newly minted Police Commissioner James Gordon.
Couldn't have been much further.
In a statement this morning, Gordon credited his success to the public partnership between the police and the Batman. He praised the mysterious vigilante for his sacrifice, describing him as essential to the security of the city. Things are looking up, citizens. After the long, dark winter comes the thaw. Now, if only the Knights could win a game, everyone would be happy.
I am curious as to whether Batman would have been described as a menace had I been a little more, like, vigilante than...
There it is.
Rumi Mori, import-export magnate, one-time Pipex CEO, international arms dealer. The world sees Mori as a legitimate businessman, a philanthropist who gives to charity, not a criminal getting rich off the suffering of innocence. A masterful performance. I wonder,
if a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is?
What do you think, Master Bruce? Must be hard to stay true to yourself.
Well, we all hide
We
our...
all wear masks in public.
True.
Every day is 1,000 little performances.
Perhaps, but some are more encompassing than others.
The
Masks
graphics
are
got a
hard to
bit of an
maintain.
upgrade.
If there are cracks in Maury's, we'll find them.
The GCPD already bugged his
Okay,
penthouse
what?
and found nothing. Meaning,
That if he's doing arms deals in Gotham,
They happen on the casino floor.
Okay,
I
when
need
did
to
he
find
get...
a way to hear what Maury is saying.
When did he get ocular implants?
look for something with a microphone. The Bat computer can intercept his communications.
Hotel security are guarding him particularly close.
A man like Maury counts more enemies than friends.
And he's
I
also a
wonder what
high
that
roller,
is.
I'm sure.
Looks like roulette is his Achilles heel.
He has a reputation for being lucky, but then you don't need luck when you own the house.
He certainly enjoys the good life, doesn't he?
Made a fortune running guns during the Arab Spring. Diversified into biotech shortly after. From what I understand, he's not one for pinching pennies.
Yep, high roller. Oh, there we go.
I'm hacking into Maury's phone.
encrypting your signal. Last thing we want is for him to know you're here.
We're in. You should be able to pick up audio from Maury's phone.
Is everyone enjoying themselves? Don't worry. I won't tell anyone with a badge.
He's on a roll. It's only a matter of time before he gets too chatty.
Try to blend in.
Yep, hole in the ear. The right ear, there's a
So,
nice little chunk.
I've been sitting over there wondering, what's Bruce Wayne doing in a place like this? I figured you went to fancier casinos. Someplace
yeah, gotta
where
go with
only
the Playboy.
high rollers go.
I'm looking for something different. New thrills.
Yep, there's
Well,
the
it's a
chunk out
good
of
thing
his
you're
ear.
here. And it's a good thing I'm here.
You? What in the hell are you doing here?
Stop me if you've heard this one before. I begin and have no end. And I end all that begins. Who am I?
I don't give a damn. I told you 10 times.
Time?
Our
Well, that tends to be
arrangement is over.
Death, Maury.
Oh,
I am death.
Something's happening, and it doesn't look like a deal.
The man in the hood. I remember him.
From your father's time.
oh.
I think that's Riddler.
Oh, he's got a henchman.
Is something wrong? You seem distracted. Bruce,
You think your gibberish intimidates me?
Hello?
That's him.
Please get away from me. Now,
what?
just turn around and start walking.
You're lost, rich boy. You're not all that, you know.
Better for her in that
No
case,
one
I think.
threatens me in my own casino. Security!
Sir, it's time to leave.
For you? An easy one. What question can you never answer yes to?
I don't give a crap, let's go.
Wrong. The correct answer is, are you dead?
Oh! Good God! That was brutal.
Now, let's get started.
Maybe I should have told her meet me outside. Or she might have been right at the... Oh, damn
Get
it.
out of there. Get your suit.
And it did pair off with
Al,
Selena
let Gordon know
Kyle.
what's happening.
Right away.
Hey, no one leaves.
Oh, damn it. Missed the prompt. Had my fingers on the wrong keys, so I wound up hitting W, I think. Good thing Batman wears the full hood.
Commissioner Gordon on the line. Scrambling audio now.
Gordon,
Batman, what's the status?
multiple gunmen, hostages at the casino. A madman in a mask.
Riddler's back in Gotham.
Riddler? He hasn't been seen in years.
Well, he's putting on quite a show.
Gotta wonder if he's maybe a legacy. Okay, I can get the volume turned up now. Here we are.
There's a squad on the way. They'll be there shortly.
Be ready for a fight.
This is going to be interesting. Yeah, probably should have done the meet me outside, but then again, she might have been, like, heading for the door instead of outside itself.
Please, we can make the deal. Anything you want.
Our issues can't be solved with handshakes, Maury.
This is what happens when you back out of a deal with me.
Oh!
There's only one way you're getting out of this alive.
Answer some
You have to
riddles.
solve a riddle. And I choose my words carefully if I were you. Listen closely.
No, please, don't do this.
Without fingers, I point. Without arms, I strike. Without feet, I run. Who am I?
I've got visual.
That drone fully functional.
I'll need a place to drop in without being noticed. Time for some recon.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? A mind bender that scratches...
Riddler.
A terror from the past. I never thought I'd see him on our streets again. He's not to be taken lightly.
It's the kind of conundrum that drives you to distraction. Rattling around like a rat in your skull.
Cashier's booth. That'll do. Just need to take out the guard first.
Believe me, I know.
Same woman from before.
Perhaps you should have turned on the charm.
Batman will save her, along with everyone else.
Power to count your blood money. But don't think you can just stall. I will get bored. You won't like that.
Audio playback fully functional.
Time for a distraction.
What the?
This is the version of Batman I love.
I'm losing patience, Maury. Are you expecting a hint? Give me an answer!
Batman, we can't get in. The front's covered by gunmen and they've got the back barricaded with blackjack tables.
How should I deploy when we're inside?
I'm relying on your eyes and ears. What's the best course of action?
Disorient
We
them.
need a distraction. Find a way to limit their line of sight.
Sounds like a plan.
You're completely insane.
No, I don't believe that's it.
Oh, God!
I'll clear a path. Wait for my signal. Give him hell. We're counting on you.
Oh, ho, ho. Ow! Probably should have done Q, honestly.
Batman! You're ahead of schedule. I'm a little busy right now, but I'll see if I can fit you in. Not him, the hostage! Shoot the hostage!
Boy, lucky that didn't embed in his head.
Hiya, Bats.
The Batman clearly isn't using his head. Break it open.
With pleasure.
I've heard stories in the streets about you, Batman. You're the biggest name in Gotham since... well, since I left town. Everyone's very impressed with you.
Well, I am providing a distraction.
I'm not impressed. Gotham's criminals have become zealots and thugs in cheap suits. And you, I've come home to find a wannabe in my chair. Eating my goddamn porridge. This is my city. Now I'm back.
You don't know me, Riddler. You have no idea what you're up against.
You must think you're so special. You're not the first hero I've put down.
That would be an
You're
interesting...
supposedly the world's greatest detective. Yet here you are, completely at my mercy. I don't see much evidence of that. Oh, you have to be kidding. Clever, but not smart enough. Let me show you how it was done back in the day.
Ooh, that could have hurt. Oh!
Brawling like a common street hood. It just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, he's priority.
Follow the power lines. There must be a weak point.
Well, maybe we can get him to cooperate with police.
You broke the cage. That's cheating.
Think I care about your rules?
I'd heard you were a man who followed a code. Why would you save that dirtbag's life? Maury made his money running guns, trading off the suffering of war. Why wouldn't you just let him die?
I believe in justice. Maury deserves a trial in a court of law. If he's guilty, his cell will be right next to yours.
Justice.
There we go.
Ridiculous. Either way, you won't be the one to put me there.
That's a little precarious. Oh. Body slam. Because that's more controlled than the roundhouse.
Enough of this!
You could stumble off the roundhouse kick.
You know how to scrap. I'll give you that. But it's not enough. Let's see how you do with something a little more cerebral. Better hurry, detective. Solve my puzzle soon. Or people are gonna get hurt. And we know you can't let that happen.
Oh boy. Well, I went to the Spider-Man school, apparently. Whew. The action set pieces in this are really good. Whoa! Who the hell's this guy?
You should have called us before going in, Gordon. Waller?
After all,
Amanda Waller.
we're here to help.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. Given the history of Amanda Waller and the organization she works for in the DC animated universe, where they created Ace.
Circuitry inside, but nothing obviously dangerous. The Bat computer will be able to analyze further.
I am curious how Bruce Wayne himself
Your days are numbered, Bat Freak. We'll see each other again.
Yeah, whatever.
Keep one eye in the sky, jerk-offs. Heavens are gonna fall on your goddamn heads.
Tell me all about it down at the precinct.
Renee Montoya.
The Riddler's right hand in custody. Not a bad result, all told.
I am curious who his right hand is.
Riddler used to leave clues at all his crime scenes. Always thought he was smarter than the people trying to catch him. Thought we could use help dragging him down. He got a sick pleasure out of taunting us.
Arrogance like that will be his undoing.
Awesome.
He keeps showing off, he's bound to make a mistake.
Maybe, but we can't underestimate him. Riddler's heyday was a dark time in Gotham. And what we just saw, he hasn't mellowed with age.
Yeah.
Get Fernandez on it right away. Commissioner Gordon.
Brace yourselves. Just so you know, this woman has a lot of juice with the governor. Rub her the wrong way, I could end up on foot patrol till I retire.
My people are trained for situations like this, Gordon. We'd have Riddler in custody if you'd only picked up the phone. So, you're the legendary Batman. I've heard a great deal about you. So much so, I don't know if I should believe the hype.
Be brusque. Yeah, brusque but not dismissive.
This is Amanda Waller, director of the agency.
What are the feds doing here?
Riddler's their case. The GCPD has been asked to open our doors to them. Give them whatever they need.
We've been tracking that maniac for some time. No one knows more about him than we do. World-class criminals like Riddler. They're kind of our specialty.
If you were tracking him, why didn't you tell us he was coming?
We get a lot of unverified reports.
Fair enough.
I wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Riddler used to be a player in Gotham back when Thomas Wayne and Falcone ran the city. He disappeared so suddenly and for so long, everyone thought he was dead. Everyone was wrong. Riddler's back, and if these theatrics are anything to go by, he wants the
Are we sure it's
whole
the same
city
man,
to
though?
know.
That's my question.
My people tell me you did some good work handling him, Batman. You and me? I bet we'd make a damn fine team. I heard how you dealt with Lady Arkham. Not to mention that filth, Oswald Cobblepot. We could do great things together if we joined forces.
I'm keeping silent.
Don't worry. You'll come around. The only real problem with your setup is who you're working with. Local law enforcement clearly can't cut
I
it.
got a local crime rate says otherwise. Ms. Waller...
Please, Commissioner. Tear gas. In a hostage situation, we got an ambulance full of civilians with their eyes swollen shut. Not to mention you let Riddler slip through your fingers.
Would you prefer them dead?
You GCPD cowboys clearly don't know what you're doing.
You're putting all this on me?
You're the commanding officer, aren't you?
You can't put this on Jim. I called for a distraction.
Then maybe you're not as impressive as I thought. I'm here to prevent this incompetence in the future. I gotta get a security detail on Maury while he's in the hospital.
Yeah.
Agent Avesta will fill you in on what we know so far, as a token of interdepartmental cooperation.
So far, this is proving very interesting.
Nerve on her. Don't tell these people a thing, especially about that puzzle. This is our town. We're the ones that'll catch Riddler.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna bite your head off for a second.
I'd like to see her try.
Special Agent Iman Avesta, Field Intelligence Specialist on the Riddler case. And my partner, Agent Blake.
How do you do?
I put together this psychological profile of Riddler. You'll see when you read it.
Trusting me with
He's
quite a bit.
changed. For your eyes only, if you catch my drift. The target of the casino attack, Rumi Mori. Any idea what Riddler wanted with him? We figure it has something to do with why he's back in Gotham.
Well, he wanted the solution, but yeah,
I
that's...
heard them talking about some kind of deal.
Any idea what?
No, but it'd be safe to say they didn't come to terms.
Thanks. That's a help.
Yeah, I'm not much for jurisdiction friction.
I'm Gotham born and raised, you know. My dad ran a store in the shadow of City Stadium. I just wanted to say it's a real honor to meet you.
Really?
I do have something I want to ask, though. The criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you? There's something in you that pulls you towards the danger. The chaos, the energy. You can't keep away, can you?
You can't go 2 city blocks in Gotham without tripping over criminal scum.
Most people just get up and run away.
I'm not most people.
I think
I'm liking her so far.
now.
Oh, she's working up a psych profile on me.
I'll
Makes
be in
sense.
touch. Agent.
Batman, before you go, Gotham's your city. I respect that. But you should know I don't have to play nice. I'm letting you hunt the Riddler for now. You better share everything you find. Or this courtesy call is gonna become something you really won't like.
Just gotta pause here because that sort of thing will generally get me rankled. Because if I'm willing to cooperate with you and then you make a threat, what the hell? You know, ask nicely, ask politely first, see where that gets you.
You get me? There's a lot of ways this could go.
I don't like threats.
I don't take kindly to threats, Waller.
Yeah, I mean, had you actually asked nicely, I would have related the puzzle box to you. Edward Enigma. But because you made that threat before any other option, yeah, that doesn't sit... Oh, hey, they're rebuilding. It got burned down in the first game. Well, as a result of my decision, I went for Harvey Dent in the 5th episode instead of 4th, meaning that Alfred was taken hostage, along with a bunch of other people.
What an eventful evening.
Yeah, to say the least.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help.
Gotta go with classical.
Can't go wrong with the classics.
Although they should just recall that orchestral instead.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Why a gramophone?
Let's get to work.
That's my question. Oh, here we go.
Vicky Vale, a.k.a. Lady Arkham. Driven to madness. Leader of the Children of Arkham.
I don't know if she's alive or dead. Her body was never found. Called it.
Oswald Cobblepot. The Penguin. My oldest friend. Harvey Dent. He was a friend. Once. In the end, Harvey couldn't make a single decision without consulting his lucky coin.
Which I somehow
He's in
managed to
Arkham
keep.
Asylum now, with the rest of the criminally insane.
I can't recall whether I put it in my pocket or I'm pretty sure I threw it over the railing, so I'm a little surprised I was able to find it again. And Catwoman.
Selena. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, and there's the little hang in there kitty postcard she sent. at the end of the episode. Oh, I guess this will be where the events of this episode are going to be. And yeah, that's in keeping with fine Batman tradition over there.
No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far.
Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency.
Good call.
There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that.
Well. You okay?
It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No.
So he's got PTSD, essentially?
No, I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Get it looked
Alfred,
at.
it's clearly a problem. You should get it looked at.
Well, as you say, Bruce, it'll pass. Working always helps.
Get it looked at. Yeesh. My grandmother passed away from cancer in 2007, and it started in her lungs, worked its way up to her brain, and it was because she tended to not want to be a fuss, didn't want to... Okay, here we go. But she didn't want to be a fuss, she didn't want to cause a ruckus, anything like that, so she refused any doctor's visits until she broke her hip. And at that point is when we got it. Let's see. Over the past year, my partnership with Jim has flourished. I finally won his trust, and Gotham City is a better place for it. Batman used to be hidden in the shadows, but Jim has helped me step into the light and find legitimacy. For that, I'm grateful. I think Jim is finally settling into his new role as police commissioner. It's been a difficult transition, and I don't think he'll ever be comfortable with the tragic way he received his promotion. But I trust he'll use his newfound authority to make the city a better place. Gotham is lucky to have him, and so am I. I couldn't ask for a better partner. Yeah, the original commissioner in this was Grogan, I think? But he died when Harvey sent his thugs to attack the actual GCPD. Renee Montoya. Things are looking up for Jim Gordon's favorite true blue cop. Renee Montoya was recently promoted to detective after she was exonerated of the murder of Carmine Falcone. It was evidence I provided that proved she was under the influence of Lady Arkham's drug when she committed the crime. I admire Renee's dedication to law enforcement and fierce loyalty to Jim. It's evident that she lives for her work, often at the cost of her personal life. Sounds like a problem we both share. There would be no Batman without Lucius Fox. In a sense, he's built me, from Batsuit to Batmobile. Everything I am, everything I've become, I owe to him. A brilliant engineer and trusted confidant, Lucius is one of the few people I can depend on in this world. In addition to being Wayne Enterprises' technological leader, I've entrusted him to run a secret R&D wing where he designs and develops new bat tech. I am not my father's son. I am Alfred's. After my mother and father were murdered, he was the one who did the hard work of raising me. It couldn't have been easy for him, making sure he instilled the right values and steered me away from the vices of my father. Steadfast, true, and compassionate, Alfred knows me better than anybody. Certainly better than I know myself. He's my moral compass and my best friend. Last year, he was kidnapped by Lady Arkham. I'm still riddled with guilt over what happened. I just hope he can recover from the emotional trauma of the ordeal. All I want is for him to be happy and healthy again. All I want is for him to be. Yeah, they kind of messed up there. It was Special Agent Iman Navesta who handed me the psychological profile on Riddler. I don't know much about her other than that she's a Gotham native and seems to have the confidence of Amanda Waller. She's also a huge fan of Batman, which is somewhat relieving. Maybe I can use that to my advantage in further dealings with the agency. I got my first glimpse at Amanda Waller outside the casino after Riddler's grisly attack on Rumi Mori. A former congressional aide and political science PhD, Waller's irrepressible ambition has shot her straight to the top of the government's top law enforcement organization, the agency. She's recently been promoted to regional director with a jurisdiction that spans the entire northeastern United States, including Gotham City. Gordon doesn't like her, that much is clear. Understandable. She's a force of nature who's threatening his turf. I just wish I knew more about her intentions towards Gotham. She seems like she could be a powerful friend, but an even more powerful enemy. Special Agent Blake, Avesta's Turf's partner. I met him as Batman after Riddler's attack on the casino. Not much to say about him at the moment. The Riddler is an old name in Gotham, one we thought was gone for good. He was dangerous enough that even Carmine Falcone, Mayor Hill, and my father left him alone. An international terrorist wanted by Interpol and hunted by the agency, the Riddler's modus operandi is to torture and kill his marks by forcing them to solve his macabre riddles. According to the agency's profile on him, Riddler's got a genius-level IQ and exhibits signs of narcissistic and obsessive-compulsive personality disorders. He's cruel, calculating, and merciless. And I will bring him down. There are two sides to Rumi Mori. The face he shows to the public and the person he really is. The person he keeps in the shadows, hidden from the prying eyes of polite society. Mori wants everyone to believe he is a model citizen. Paints his public persona with philanthropy and a seemingly legitimate business empire. But take a closer look behind the mask and you'll catch a glimpse of the real Rumi Mori. War profiteer and murderer. He made his fortune running guns during the Arab Spring, and soon after diversified into high-tech weaponry. Of course, Mori's illicit activities have never been proven in the court of law. Riddler had some bone to pick with Mori. Perhaps that's why he's targeted him at the Virago. It's not surprising a man like that would have enemies. I wonder how he made one of the Riddler. One of the nation's most clandestine national security organizations, the agency operates in the darkest shadows of the criminal justice system. Not much is known about their day-to-day operations, but what little information I can dig up about them is that the agency's influence is awe-inspiring, stretching across international borders and reaching the highest echelons of political power. My father, and possibly the worst criminal this city has ever known, Thomas Wayne. They did a much better job. They actually gave him a model in this one. The first game, the definitive proof came when the Children of Arkham played a clip of Thomas Wayne injecting the Penguin's mother with a serum that would basically drive her insane. And it looked like it was rendered on the PS1. It was that clunky in the scene for anyone that wasn't Thomas Wayne. So hopefully everything else is on par with this. I once thought that he was a hero, a man who died trying to protect my mother and I from the bullet of a common crook. I was wrong. I found out the truth about my father not long ago. He wasn't the philanthropic doctor he pretended to be. He was a monster who amassed our family's wealth by drugging and gaslighting Gotham's wealthiest families and robbing them of their fortunes. Devastated lives and destroyed minds. To rob someone of their sanity is one of the worst things you can do to a person. I would know. Lady Arkham robbed me of mine as recompense for my father's sins. I hope that debt is paid. I want nothing more than to leave his dark legacy in the past. My mother, the mystery. I witnessed her in my father's assassination when I was just a child, so my memories of her are few and far between, but I cherish each one. It's unclear what she knew or how involved she was with my father's crimes, but there's a part of me who wants to believe the best about her. Maybe she was left in the dark. Maybe she tried to stop him. I just don't know. I need to believe that there is a part of me that is good. That part is my mother. Population 10.5 million. Gotham City is more than my hometown. It's my passion project. When I look out onto that skyline, I don't see a city. I see a living, breathing organism that keeps evolving and adapting to new threats. I must adapt with it. The criminals this place attracts are no different. There was a time when all you had to worry about was wise guys and street thugs, but crime too has evolved. The crime rate might be down, but the villains are becoming more and more bizarre, more terrifying. Sometimes I think crime is a virus that keeps mutating into more virulent strains, and the city is sick with it. I'll let Batman be the cure. Gotham's only maximum security psychiatric hospital. I was committed here for a couple of days after I was drugged by Lady Arkham and was incited to attack Oswald Cobblepot. so this place doesn't exactly hold the best memories for me. That's one of the reasons I'm renovating it. Once outdated and dilapidated, Wayne Enterprises has promised to bring this antiquated asylum into the 21st century by turning it into a state-of-the-art mental health facility. Established 1870, multinational corporation founded by my ancestors, covering all manner of technology, manufacturing, and finance. I inherited a majority stake from my parents and have recently become more involved in its day-to-day operations. So far, so good. Stocks are up, and Wayne Enterprises' R&D department is developing some pretty exciting new technologies. Park Row, Gotham City. The squalid downtown alley where my parents were assassinated. The street across from the Monarch Theater is the place my childhood ended and the rest of my life began. Violently. I installed a plaque there to honor my parents before I knew the truth of my father's criminality. The GCPD is Gotham's first line of defense against criminals both mundane and bizarre. When mobster Carmine Falcone was in power, he kept at least half the force in his pocket. But not all of them. James Gordon was one of the few he couldn't corrupt. Since Falcone and Mayor Hill were taken down, Gordon has worked to clean up the corruption in the department. Crime rates have fallen dramatically since Gordon took over as police commissioner. Since Wayne Enterprises pledged to rebuild Arkham Asylum, the GCPD has worked closely with the facility to determine which criminals should go to Arkham for rehabilitation and which belong in Blackgate Prison. Oop. Okay. Riddler files.
Yes. Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costumed criminal.
Yes. To have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth.
As in he targeted criminals?
He was presumed dead for so long.
Did he just target whoever?
Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Oh, boy.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help.
Problem is, he can back it up.
He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
I know just the place for him. Plenty of room at Arkham Asylum.
Next to him, most of the inmates seem like a picture of health.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
Oh, his face. Good God.
I take everything back.
Yeah. Yeah. That, okay. Just curious as to whether that had updated at all.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
Yep, that sounds about
information, right. It's all before Waller took over the director position.
Did they just crack down
Perhaps
on
he's
any
given
leaks?
them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Well, Batman's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried.
Well,
about losing our unpaid and thoroughly exhausting job.
I mean, they're on our side, but...
We have a common enemy in the Riddler. That puts us on the same side.
You really are a different Batman these days, aren't you? Silver linings in all things.
Well, you warned me about keeping my paranoia down to acceptable levels. Thought I'd give it a try.
Let's see if anything updated on Waller. Nope. And Gotham feed. Gotham Citizen Support GCPD Batman Partnership. Despite some heavy criticism from elected officials, the GCPD's public partnership with the masked vigilante known as Batman has been arousing success with the city's population. Across the board, crime in the Gotham City limits has been down from the previous years, with violent crimes hitting a record low. Though some on the city council have raised concerns about Batman's hidden identity and his operation outside the restrictions of the law, it doesn't appear to be hurting public opinion. I don't care who he is. I care that he makes things safer, said grocery store owner Wayne Barton, whose business has seen a 50% spike in sales after dark in recent months. Councilmember Gail Ridge is sympathetic to business owners like Barton, but she maintains, until we know who this Batman is, I don't think we can ever be truly safe. Wayne Enterprises stock hits record high. Wayne Enterprises stock hit a record high of $120 per share today during afternoon trading, surpassing its previous high of $115 per share over a year ago. The record high is the latest event in the company's recent hot streak since Bruce Wayne returned to the company as CEO last year following his brief ouster. Wayne was removed from the CEO position last year and replaced with Oswald Cobblepot in a move that resulted in Wayne publicly assaulting Cobblepot and being briefly admitted to Arkham Asylum. Wayne has since claimed that the assault was the side effect of a drug injection at the hands of former Gazette reporter Vicky Vale, who conducted criminal business under the name Lady Arkham. That seems a little abrupt there. I mean, up in that portion, fine, but the last sentence kind of is a bit clunky. Dent trial pushed back again. A federal judge has delayed the start of former Gotham Mayor Harvey Dent's criminal trial by several more months following the departure of the defendant's entire legal team. The team, led by attorney Brendan Hoffman, announced they were recusing themselves in a pre-trial hearing on Monday morning. Instead, Dent, who previously served as Gotham's district attorney, has insisted on representing himself in the trial. In a statement in court, Hoffman said, "I no longer feel I can defend Mr. Dent to the best of my ability." Judge Harriet Stokes then moved to delay the trial for 2 more months while Dent prepared his case. This is the 4th delay to the trial and the 3rd set of attorneys to part ways with Dent, who is facing multiple charges of murder, criminal negligence, and fraud. What is the agency? It seems Batman is no longer the most mysterious crime fighter on the streets of Gotham City these days. This was a quick one. Multiple sources from law enforcement have confirmed with the Gazette that a mysterious governmental entity known only as the Agency has been conducting operations in the city recently. Oh. On the record, there is no evidence of any federal crime-fighting organization by this name, but many sources who have requested anonymity have confirmed that the agency has been present at several recent crime scenes and exerted considerable authority. I have no idea who these people are, but when they show up, they're in charge. They act like they know what they're doing, but with no way to check their track record, I guess we have to take them at their word. Officials say Cobblepot model prisoner. In stark contrast with the ongoing saga of Harvey Dent's legal battle, former Wayne Enterprises CEO and convicted domestic terrorist Oswald Cobblepot is a model prisoner at Blackgate Prison. The man who had briefly aligned himself with the terrorist organization Children of Arkham pleaded guilty to all charges against him earlier this year. He was sentenced to 40 years to be served in Blackgate. Observers and legal experts were surprised at Cobblepot's decision to forego a hearing in court, but from all accounts he appears to be enjoying his new life in jail. "We don't have a bad thing to say about him," said one Blackgate guard, who wished to remain anonymous. "He gets to talking to him, and he's actually pretty charming. He's super smart." And now to the puzzle box, unless there's something else here. Yep.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
What the hell?
There's writing engraved along the rim.
It's a record.
I have an eye, yet cannot see.
I think.
Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
record needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Record.
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves.
Plus, this has been,
Needle.
Yep.
A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you've got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
Get to the point, you nut.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open invitation from the Riddler? Of course. Huh. Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms. Something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
Consult Lucius?
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Yep. Figured as much.
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not
4:50.
interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually gonna be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Oh, congratulations.
Really?
Your daughter working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany.
Presumably she won't be working directly alongside him.
I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Yeah, I figure I'll do, like, 5 episodes of this. Granted, the episodes themselves will be rather long, but it'll be the entire episode.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to
the
hear,
board
Virginia.
members.
It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with the progress of the Arkham remodel. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract over the GCPD's. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but
Yep,
I've got a
I saw
meeting
the
with
piece,
Lucius
but-
I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around
Something
the
for
office.
Lucius.
Oh, this? No. This is just something for Lucius.
Entirely true. She cannot say that I
I've
lied.
got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great.
And yeah, I will say this, at least the first game, did a really good job of pushing you to balance the life of Bruce Wayne
You're in
and
my chair.
Batman.
Just updating the encryption on your bat tech. But if you want me to stop,
Oh, no, the seat is all yours.
this is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me.
Okay, so his daughter is not working directly alongside him.
Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Surprised they didn't look at biological agents.
Well, would you look at that? Micropulse waveform.
I'm guessing his daughter is going to be an
sound
expert.
it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can
And
do.
of course his daughter
Shouldn't take
pops in.
long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast.
Yep, his daughter. Calling it now.
Hi, Dad.
Yep.
Tiffany?
Called it.
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh?
So
You've always
humble.
had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
Someone here wants a raise.
Keep it light.
She's already gunning for my job, Bruce. Can you believe it?
The hours you work? Not a chance. I actually have a life. Huh. There's something different about you.
The ear.
There is?
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear.
Okay.
I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Tired?
Like, someone who needs another 4 hours of sleep?
That's because you work too hard.
Oh, that's rich. Coming from a man who pretty much lives in his lab.
Uh-oh. Yep.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late. Already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves?
Yep.
It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
I'm keeping silent. I'll let Lucius decide how he wants to go with it. Up to you, Lucius.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
Well, Lucius, if
you
you're
think you can
willing.
help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
Yeah, he's been through some trauma.
Well, I'll let him tell you himself, but, he hasn't been doing so great since the kidnapping last year.
Oh, no.
Yeah, every now and then his, hands start shaking. I'd like him to see a therapist, but... You know Alfred.
Yep.
Well, maybe I can convince him.
I'd appreciate the help on that front, but... And parked.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
And I'm gonna double check with Lucius that he's okay
All right,
with
then.
this, if
Time
possible.
to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold?
Are you
into the
okay
mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
She would
And
be
we
a
can
good
trust
fit.
her.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
That's saying a lot.
Then let's give her a shot.
Great.
Well,
I'll start
okay.
thinking about how we can broach the subject with her.
So, yeah,
In the
he
meantime,
was...
Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Okay, so he was open to it first and foremost. That was the big thing.
Mr. Wayne,
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well,
I can't
guess I'll
help
see you in a
but
bit.
think that they might
I'll
suspect.
be down at
I'm
my
down
office. Whenever you get done here.
there. I'll be along
done in a
shortly.
few.
No worries. I'll start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Please, come in. Make yourselves at home. Can I get my assistant to get you anything? Coffee, water, donuts?
As cliche
Don't
as that
worry.
is.
This won't take long.
Yeah, better to be hospitable. Oh, shit. Just park yourself in front of it.
This office, it really represents you.
Well, I like to think so.
There we go.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy.
Slick.
After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what?
Yeah, she
It
suspects.
wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham. Yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out from under it.
What is it you want?
So,
The
what brings
agency
you here?
recently
Yeah.
brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler.
Okay.
We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Riddler, that psycho from the news?
I thought you'd be interested, considering your history.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally
Yeah, all
insane,
three.
they seem drawn to you.
Oh,
Either
yeah,
that
she
or
made the
you're
connection.
often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target.
Yeah.
I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends.
Yeah, you saved me
On the
from...
sound of it, you two were close.
John may very well say that, yes.
But not you.
A conversation in a mental hospital does not make us friends, much less close.
I see.
Very true.
According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zaz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I was trying to break up a fight.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
No.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact.
Wait, what?
Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
That's kind of creepy.
Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. I knew him for, what, a day?
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Apparently.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so...
Ooh, they are playing up the Riddler or Joker
Did he
obsession
do
really
something
well.
wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web.
And I'm right near
And
the
you,
middle.
my friend, are at the center.
Yeah.
You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something?
Should we be?
You're letting on, Mr. Wayne.
This
Maybe you're
is...
afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
You've got the wrong idea.
Oh shit, I should have answered
That's
the
an
phone call.
evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
I should have picked up the phone.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking
about? Oh no.
What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us.
The bomb was...
Lucius, please tell me what's wrong.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Oh,
Lucius.
Shit. We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius!
The puzzle was the bomb.
No!
Well, that explains why... Ooh.
1 killed and 14 injured after a tragic explosion.
The
rocks
GCPD
Wayne
is
Tower.
opening an investigation into what they are calling an industrial accident.
Wayne Enterprises Chief Technology Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church
And I
this
can't
Sunday.
even be honest about what the circumstances were without revealing that he was working with Batman. I'm almost willing to go with silence on this one.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
So...
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Believe me, Alfred, I know how you feel.
Yeah, but
we can't make this about revenge. Riddler is a threat to Gotham, and that's why he has to be stopped.
As long as he is stopped.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
He can. Or Bruce can, anyway.
I should go talk to her.
Yes. She can use all the support she can get.
Oh yeah, and Sunday was when she planned on visiting Alfred, wasn't it?
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It doesn't.
It certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true.
Hopefully
He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him.
That was probably part of why she was excited.
Father and daughter.
Probably part of why she was excited to
Just
join.
thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about. So much wisdom in that goofy head of his.
Yeah.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he?
Yeah.
A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
No, I'm blaming myself.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce.
Oh, shit.
There was hardly anything left.
Yeah, that honestly puts Bruce's to shame.
What were you guys working on that could have caused that?
I gotta bring her in.
It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
Can't tell
What do you mean? Why not?
It's sensitive information.
It's not the right time.
God, Bruce. What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him?
I gotta be honest.
Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt.
I have to be honest
Please
there.
forgive me.
Otherwise...
Forgive you?
Yep.
I hope you can forgive yourself.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie because...
Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
Oh boy.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame.
John Doe.
At least he went out with a bang, right?
You.
For that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well, no, but judging by all the lovely people here, he must have been quite a man. Either that, or he left a lot.
Hey, how about giving Tiffany some space? Huh?
Bruce! Buddy! It's good to see you.
Come on, man. She's been through a lot.
You're absolutely right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
To say he's not up on social norms
I
is
know
an
it's a
understatement.
closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
Okay.
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion.
Sorry to hear you're sick.
I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
You do realize you don't give these at funerals, right?
Of course you don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep it down.
I mean, I wasn't gonna tell him, like, you absolute... That was about what I wanted to tell him there, because, you know, I'm kind of trying to help him adjust to society. I doubt it'll actually prevent him from turning into the Joker, but... yeah.
Gotta be quiet as church mice, right?
Yep, pretty much.
It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it.
Sounds like me in open world games.
It's not like Arkham.
Where it's nice and structured.
Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
I know he didn't break out because I was told.
You can't
was
possibly
released.
mean that. Arkham is hell.
It was my home, Bruce. And home is where the heart is. I'm almost sorry that I convinced Dr. Leland to release me.
Yep. Well, you
If
could always...
everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
You could always request otherwise.
Just sit down.
seat in the
Today
back
we
here.
gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me.
I never agreed.
You know, you might have been a little reluctant at the time, but if it wasn't for me, you'd still be in Arkham. Sleeping off your meds in the rec room with Zaz. You're gonna do right by me.
Let me hear it first.
I know you're a man of your word.
I never made that promise.
I never made that promise.
I got into a lot of trouble for what we did, Bruce. You saw that place, saw those doctors.
Can I at least hear what the favor is first? Hopefully.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. Maybe you will meet them for me, won't you? Please, I've got
I
a lot
can meet
writing
them,
on
but I
this.
make no promises from them.
I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
I'd be happy to chat with your friends, John. Just say when and where.
Oh, I was so hoping you'd say that.
You couldn't have followed up
We are
with,
going
but
to
I make
have
no
so
promises
much
beyond that.
fun.
I will meet with them and make a judgment from there.
Knew this would work out. This here between us, this is real. You can't force this kind of friendship. I want to commemorate the moment.
Are you
You'll be so excited.
Put that away. This is a funeral, for God's sake.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry. I got
Thank
so
you.
caught up in it
Thank
all,
you.
I completely forgot.
I'm genuinely feeling
I
sorry
just
for the
know you're gonna hit
Joker.
off with the guys. I should warn you, though. I've got an enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
What?
How do you know the Riddler?
How?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but...
Wait, authorities?
Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
Well, I can
His
maybe...
hole. You know where he is.
You know where
No,
it is?
not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
Hey, I told you I'd help you.
I already said I'd meet your friends, John. Now tell me what you know.
Jeez. Well, if it means that much to you.
I can get in
I
contact
really
with authorities.
don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date.
Fair enough.
If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you?
I'd prefer not to put
find
you at
out where
risk.
he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Do not get involved.
When this clearly means so much to you. No.
Well, at least I did try and say no.
Don't worry about a thing. I'll take care of this.
Oh, good God.
Just meet my friends later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
And yeah, I think Joker in this continuity is...
It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
You know what?
I know we'll see each other again soon.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum.
Not in the least.
I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.
So is that the last... Looks like maybe that was the last of the episode? Nope. This'll kill ya.
Enjoying the view?
Yeah, hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Tower start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next.
And yeah, I wasn't
I
gonna...
bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing.
I couldn't
Seems
lie
like
to
the
her
world's
on
got
that
it
one.
out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do. Finally picks himself up, and what happens? Someone bombs his company.
Wayne's still in one piece. It's the dead who deserve your sympathy.
They have it. Them and their families. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up.
Oh,
I've tried to get more
crap.
patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased, anonymously.
Oh, might have gotten it in one.
The only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Wow. I mean,
Nice work, Batman.
how the hell did I get it
This
in
leak
one?
pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way.
Sounds a bit like
Stop
me,
at
honestly.
nothing. And I mean nothing to get her man. It doesn't sit right with me.
We all need to draw a line somewhere. It's what separates us from the scum we're trying to catch.
Yep, that's my philosophy.
Glad to hear you say that. The thing with Waller is her line's real blurry. Sometimes you can't see it at all. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. Now that there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor. She's already got him breathing down my neck about what went down at the casino.
Give her the
Notify
chance.
Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
I'm thinking that this is going to be the... maybe not climactic. Well, for the episode anyway. Oh, that's a thick water tower. Yep.
No one's
One of its hidey holes anyway.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation.
Hey, at least we're doing it in good faith.
Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn.
Mysterious devices found, so yeah, his greatest hits collection essentially.
Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Thane, isn't he?
That one I'm pretty sure was an Symbol from the novel The Yellow Man.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
I've got a feeling Gordon is gonna call me back there, or vice versa. Body discovered in subway tunnel. So was he just a mass murderer, or, well, not mass murderer necessarily. Yep, that's not surprising.
Damn it!
Did he?
It's
Did
stuck.
he take advantage of John Doe,
No way
maybe?
to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
Uh-huh.
We go in.
After you.
And that's going to be bobbing back and forth behind me, I think. Oh. Speak no
Give me
evil,
a
hear
good,
no evil.
honest crack house any day.
Oh.
God.
Yeah, look for what...
One of his pupils is fully dilated. The other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
Sonic waves.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have
Caused a
suffered a
seizure?
shock. Or a sudden jolt.
Blood from the
There's
ears.
some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. One shoe was missing.
The sole of the other one's almost completely melted through.
Huh. Okay.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Well, yeah, it's all self-contained.
Damn it. Me either.
Nice touch with having Gordon have a flip phone.
He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's
Yep.
playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong.
Let's see. Hear no evil?
Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
There are blades inside.
A
Oh,
lot of blood.
when he reached in to get them.
We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens.
Which is probably inside. That'd be my thought anyway.
Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess.
The little porthole
He was
window
always
there.
a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
Calling it now.
Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
The glass. It's polarized.
Yep.
So it is.
Called it. That's why you have to get inside in order to actually do anything.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place.
Until you get inside. Electric?
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Let's see.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers.
At first I thought Gordon was actually turning around to look at the agent. Oh.
Metal mesh lining the walls. Riddler has converted this entire place into a giant Faraday cage.
Oh.
Faraday what?
An enclosure designed to block electromagnetic fields. No signals in or out.
And very...
Guess it explains why our phones aren't getting signals. Clever son of a bitch.
Huh. Why would he leave that here?
Prototype of the trap he used on Mori. The armor, extremely sturdy, ensuring there's no possible way to open them other than solving his riddles.
This is an insane way to commit crimes, even for this city.
Boy, that kind of was... The porthole one is a little obvious.
If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
Alrighty.
He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Maury for a while now. She must have known.
That he made the deal, but not that Riddler would be in town. So he was threatening his family, too. Yeesh.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye.
H.
Apparently they don't like his beef with me.
Presumably not Harvey, then.
Maybe we'll get lucky to kill each other.
I gotta admit, that moment was actually really funny. All you gain with your games is attention, which we really don't want right now. Stick to the plan and we'll have to make changes. H. I'm trying to think of who in the Rogues Gallery has H, aside from Harvey Dent.
I recognize some of the names on this list.
Vesta, Waller...
They're all Waller's people.
Yeah.
Names, addresses, phone numbers.
Fucking
We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
Yeah, a little hard to do that. Oh.
One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
Hopefully it's not going to be as obvious as linking that to the shoe. Through the foot. Okay, good. That makes a bit more sense.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe.
Well, any way we can game the system, then. I have to go back upstairs, or... Nope. So either I'm missing something, or... What am I missing here, then? Oh.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here. That's an agency issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
I wish they'd made it more readily available.
Take a look at this.
Oh!
Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its
Could he maybe
officers.
have set it up?
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Yeah.
Can't hurt to look.
Might give us more actual information.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get.
Oh.
A chance at getting out of this alive.
He informed.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll fight. I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation? Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him.
Well, not exactly beating if it was just one strike.
You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Actually, yeah.
I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in.
Well, that's first, obviously. Wow, yeah, this is rather easy here. To the chamber.
The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box.
Yeah, this is rather
The
obvious.
agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers, and there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could
get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead. There's a good chance it'll kill you too.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Jim.
Wow, when you put it like that, let's win this game.
Wow.
Heat's rising, Batman.
But not to the
Can almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
So here,
the monkeys.
Ears.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Ears.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the
speakers?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
Gordon, stuff your ears.
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Quick thinking, Gordon.
Just in case.
Damn.
Good call.
Oh, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
A missile. Is he gonna seriously launch missiles at their houses?
What does it home in on?
Looking at
The
its
agents.
status now. A signal. A radio signal.
The radio signal they use for their cell phones.
Signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
We'll see.
He's gonna
about that
mention
when you're
Wayne
in cuffs.
Enterprises.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Whatever the agency is, you are worse. You're the one torturing and killing innocents.
You think any of these agents are innocent? The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds.
That is true.
It wasn't always like this.
Whoa.
The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't
But the
say
agency
Waller,
itself.
did I?
Yep.
This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine. You remember everything. Even the things you'd rather not.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes.
Oh.
But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend.
Yep.
Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox?
Yep.
Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast. Something only a pragmatist would do.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner?
Yep. Reputation takes a lifetime to build and a moment to
Don't
destroy.
get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
Okay, hell of a first episode. Now,
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
I worked with him.
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Jim, what you're asking, there's no easy way to talk about it.
Yeah, I gathered that much. I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. And as much as I understand your reluctance to talk, it doesn't make me feel any better about this.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
Okay, so I think we're still on reasonably good terms. Made of Madness. Oh, yeah. Alfred's... I'm probably gonna put up a brave face.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react.
I couldn't
It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is.
Fair enough.
You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
The record.
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop.
Oh, yeah.
The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it.
It didn't come from the inside, it came from the out. It homed in on the signal.
The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God, you did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
With Lucius gone, we need to find someone to take over his role.
No one could ever fill his shoes.
His daughter could.
But you're right. Between the Lady Arkham affair and losing Lucius in this gruesome fashion, it's clear we're up against a new class of criminal. This war of ours may be too much for us on our own. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes.
Could have uploaded something with
Hold
the
on,
cell.
let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these
But he can't
operatives.
use can't use the missiles without a homing signal.
broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
And he could do it to any single one of them or all of them at once.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Of course you can. Let's get this over with.
Yeah. This is gonna suck. There's no sugarcoating that one.
Get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Yeah.
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal, and then match up the points found in both sound files.
Batman? Dwayne?
No. The two sounds have to be the same.
Let's see.
Tiffany. 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 The disabling. The disabling. Bruce. Bruce.
Let's see.
Riddler. Riddler. Enterprises. Enterprises. Tower. Tiffany.
Gotta keep trying. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Let's see. Bruce.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match.
Batman and Bruce, I guess? Riddler, disable enterprises.
Batman? Dwayne?
No. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Bruce? Batman?
These are definitely not the same.
Yeah, I know that. I'm trying to figure out
The two sounds have to be the same.
What logic is being used here, though?
Riddler. Enterprises.
No match. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
I found the one. Disable, Riddler. Oh, Bruce and Bruce.
Bruce. Bruce!
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, He may decide to launch indiscriminately, but with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
John Doe.
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who
Houston, no sign of Riddler.
actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh?
Oh. Oh, that would do it.
John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning.
Oh my god.
Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
I would say Maury because Eli Nabel is very much in Riddler's
Maury's
pocket.
a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk.
And I know his family
He
is...
sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
Oh. This is a tough one. I gotta go as Batman on this one.
I'll talk to Eli.
Sorry,
It'll be nice to catch up. Tell Waller I'm on my way.
Yeah, I've got to play the identity close to the chest at this point. Especially with Riddler being as intelligent as he legitimately is. Oh, nice splash artwork here. Like, that actually works very well as an establishing shot.
Oh, Batman. Gordon's in briefing the deputy ops. I'm sure I'd want to know you were here. Waller's agency people commandeered the whole precinct. Pretty much moved in. They give you any trouble, I'll straighten them out. Running around like they own the place. They got no respect for the way we do things.
Gordon lost jurisdiction.
Riddler's targeting my agents, Batman.
Fair enough.
That makes it a federal priority.
Like it's not a priority for us?
4 of my agents went missing, including Agent Avesta. I don't have time for a pissing contest.
True.
Your agents are missing?
We believe Riddler took them.
Yeah.
If the body you found in his workshop is anything to go by, we don't have much time.
She does feel
Riddler
loyalty.
warned us the last time we nearly caught him in Sudan. Said he'd hit back if we got too close.
Don't worry, Waller. We'll bring your agents back safe.
I appreciate the morale boost, Batman. But we have to find them first. Riddler's lieutenant hasn't given us a damn thing. I'm hoping you'll have better luck making him talk.
That's why I'm here.
Come on, then.
Just remember, the Commissioner likes things by the book.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll be doing it by the book.
Gordon told me you talked to Riddler in the workshop. You say anything I should know?
Riddler said he had a history with the agency. Claims your people broke him. Made him insane.
That maniac was insane long before he came on my radar.
Your radar.
He implied it was before your time.
He can tell me all about it after Nabel gives him up. You know, I saw what you did to Carmine Falcone last year. Dangling a 60-year-old man off a high-rise was certainly effective. You ask me, you could have gone further.
What's your point?
Use any means necessary. As long as you get Nabel to tell us where Riddler is. My agents' lives are at risk.
I'll get him to talk. My way, not yours.
I don't care how you do it. As long as it gets done.
Okay. I can deal with that.
Meet your new interrogator, Eli. I believe you two have met before. Get up and get in that goddamn chair.
What the...
Probably best to keep this off the record.
What the hell did you do to him?
Unless you prefer me to leave it on. If you're worried what Gordon might think.
I've got nothing to hide. From Gordon or anyone else.
You're looking rather nervous.
Need anything else?
Intimidation tactic.
Call an ambulance. Eli's going to need one.
Just as an intimidation tactic. Nothing more. He doesn't know my reputation, and he's been through hell to begin with.
They roughed you up pretty bad, Eli. And still you didn't crack. You're tough. I'll give you that.
I'm so glad you're here.
Really?
These people, they ain't cops. They ran the cops off. But I heard about you. You'll keep them, keep her from killing me. Riddler said you had rules against that. Against killing.
I wouldn't test it.
Time's running out, Eli, so don't test it.
Just get me out of here.
Talk, and I'll think about it.
I can't!
We don't have time for carrots, Batman. Only thing moving this mule is a big old stick. You get me?
Silence. Not telling her to piss off. Not saying a word.
It's your play.
But the clock's ticking.
I know.
Where is he, Eli?
I already said I can't tell you. And I
why
said it
not?
a million times to the guys before.
And why not?
The only thing I'm more scared of than dying is pissing him off. You've seen his machines. He can hurt you in ways they don't got names for.
I can make sure Riddler never gets to you, Eli. I can protect you. Just help me find him.
You still don't get it. Riddler has a plan that no one can stop.
I already figured it out.
Beat him. He studied you too well. And the agency? They don't have a chance. He can destroy them anytime he wants with a phone call.
Yeah, I stopped that already.
He's talking about the signal, Bruce. He has no idea you protected the agent's phones.
There's no one that can save me if I cross him.
Yeah.
I blocked the agency cells, Eli. They won't work as targets.
How do you know about that?
I'm smarter than Riddler.
It makes no difference. There's no getting away from him. He can be anywhere with his signal.
Bruce,
so can I.
His fear of Riddler is too great. You have to get in his head somehow.
There's nothing you can do, Batman.
We'll see about that.
Is that signal? You're calling a missile right to us!
You got 90 seconds, Eli.
Shut that thing off right now!
You're insane! You'll kill us all!
It's your movie.
It's counting down, Eli. What are you going to do about it?
You're bluffing. There's cops outside this door.
You're gonna get us all killed!
Maybe. Maybe not.
That depends
Are
on you,
willing
Eli.
to take the chance?
I'll tell you! Please, just make it stop! He's on a ship in Gotham Bay!
What ship?
The Lady of Dublin. The missiles are there, too. It's where they're launched from.
Didn't touch him.
You're crazier than he is.
Yeah, and I put myself at risk for it.
Oh, god damn.
Honestly, the fact that I could give a very subtle fuck you to Waller, that helped.
Back up and meet me there.
Batman. Gordon's still gonna be pissed you went around him, but I appreciate you holding back.
So will that be the start of next episode, or will that be the climax of this one? Okay, climax of this one it is.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think's gonna happen?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see
We
what
found
this
him.
is all made of.
Your
So
interrogation
Blake
of Riddler's
arrested.
man produced solid intelligence.
You and your boss.
No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
Brett her miscalculations. All your idiot colleagues.
Hostages.
They appear to be more of Waller's agents.
So Blake...
Agents of Vesta and Blake are likely among them, based on what Waller told us.
Terrible decisions. Your agency has been on
A good spot for cover.
I'll give it to you. You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors. Even if you're really just a small part of my plan.
What are you talking
Oh, I
about?
was
You'll
hit
see
the
what I
wrong
mean
key.
soon, of course. They might be angry I brought you here, but when they understand why, they'll
Wait for
recognize
it.
my brilliance. After all, I am uniquely qualified to see the big picture. It's often a struggle making people see that.
You think?
I'm sure you can understand. You brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than... It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling.
There's Avesta.
My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce.
Let the hostages go. Riddler.
I just have to point out, it is genuinely funny that if they're aimed at the clavicle, they embed. If they're aimed at the forehead, they bounce off.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over.
Oh! The just cause...
vermin!
Just cause tactic. Oh, That was quick.
Batman!
Agent Avesta.
The floor, it's heating up! Thanks, Batman.
Help the others.
Hi.
Help the others, quick! Or not. Shit. Ow.
Are you alright?
Huh. You know what? I'll give Riddler credit.
Not more.
That was a very ingeniously laid trap.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
Well,
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Poor Eli held out longer than I expected, but I knew he'd give me up eventually. All part of the plan.
his friends. Oh.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people.
You say that like it's a
makes
flaw.
you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
I heard a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this.
He's about to hit the bridge, isn't he?
I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
How much time do I have to think?
You get them right? This happens!
Shit.
I designed this for you, Batman. Gotham's champion of justice will die in an unfair puzzle. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all.
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die otherwise.
Speak up, Batman.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
I'm gonna have to bail on one of these.
Thank you.
Unless she deliberately tells me.
any more of his questions. No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Okay. Fuck me.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please. Don't let him die. Say it!
I need an answer.
You're too clever for me, Riddler. I don't know how to answer.
Finally, some humility from you.
But he still kills someone.
It's a shame it's not what I'm looking for.
No.
Avesta, please! Please!
Blake! Oh my god, Blake!
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent.
But
You
it was for
answered
Batman.
so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
Are you fucking kidding?
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
I like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
Definitely not you.
So could I have...
What are you doing?
I could have saved all of them. Fuck! Oh, okay, no I couldn't have.
No, 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 no!
Now, how am I gonna get the back open though? Oh, okay, it got blown open.
Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress me. You might have bought yourself some time with that trick. But I have backup on the way. You're still going to die. Just like everyone else who spars with me. You think you beat me? I'll show you. Nah! Who's the man who's got no time left?
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman.
Send the drone up. Send the drone... Oh, shit. Okay, good. Sorry, Tiffany, but your invention just saved thousands of people.
Oh
no. Under the water or shockwave? Yep, it's in the water. Okay, Tiffany deserves a big honking thank you.
This can't be happening!
Oh, that is... Oh, holy hell! Yeah, he went to the Just Cause school there. Holy shit.
Batman, Lake and I tracked Riddler's ship through the Port Authority logs.
Came out without
We
calling
thought we
for
could
backup.
bring him in ourselves.
Yeah.
Riddler snatched us straight off the docks. I should have said no. Urged caution.
It's not your
And now-
fault.
And now my colleagues are... All we did was hand Riddler more hostages. We only made things worse.
You can't punish yourself for their loss. None of this is your fault.
And it was only one.
Thank you, Batman. Despite the cost, at least we've got Riddler in
Yeah, I have a
custody.
feeling Blake would not be so forgiving.
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Is this really a victory for you, Batman?
You're the one in cuffs.
Yeah, but you're the one that broke your precious rules. You let one agent die to save another. Well, that can't sit right with you. Can it? Must be an uncomfortable feeling.
This entire twisted situation is your doing, Riddler. All blame is on you. And so are the consequences.
Is it? You came at me, remember? Not the other way around.
You abducted people first.
I pushed the Batman to his limits. Tested his precious code. And my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree.
H.
They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me. They didn't come.
You need better friends. The term thick as thieves, it's a lie.
I need smarter friends. They were all so small-minded. None of them had vision.
So who are these friends?
Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here.
Wait, what? He's about to start laughing. John Doe.
They broke the pact.
The pact?
He was an experiment of Waller's too. No Joker? Yep. No Joker grin? Holy shit, they actually killed Riddler. But yeah, obvious. John Doe, pasty face. And he wants to bring Bruce Wayne into the fold.
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics. But Riddler, is he? Oh, God damn it. I hope it was worth it, Batman.
It was an assassination.
Riddler's a damn corpse. One of Waller's agents is dead. We're not getting a shred of usable testimony out of Eli Nabel. Not after you scared him half to death in my custody. You went behind my back with Waller and buried the investigation in the process. This is beyond the goddamn pale. What were you thinking? How could you undermine me like that?
Stopping Riddler saved lives, Gordon. Everything I did was a means to an end.
Leaving me to clean up a lawsuit and a PR mess. The trust between us, it's gone.
I should have just apologized.
Our partnership is over. No more sharing evidence. No more squad car backup. The GCPD can't support you anymore.
We've done so much for Gotham, Jim. Don't break up our team over this.
I can't work with someone who goes behind my back. And that's all there is to it.
I can respect that, at least.
I just want to know how we got to such a messed up place.
You're supposed to be the one with the answers, Commissioner. Way I see it, Batman took initiative getting a confession from Nabel. You, on the other hand,
I don't need your help,
Gordon.
Waller.
Well, you've been 2 steps behind Riddler from the start.
That is not fair.
This mess here, that's on you.
No, it's not. Your
Batman's
agents
had his
jumped him.
priorities straight, but you...
Now wait a damn...
This is my fault, and mine alone. It's not fair to let Gordon take the blame.
Now you side with me. Don't do me any favors, Batman. I can look after myself.
Do as he asks. Right now, we need doers, not complainers. Consider it a kindness I don't just straight up get you demoted. Now leave us alone. We have sensitive case details to discuss.
You two deserve each other.
God damn it. It was over not wanting
This
to get my
city is
identity
about to find
exposed.
itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You've come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now.
There's a guy, calls himself John Doe. He's either a member, or he knows who is.
That confirms some theories we had. Doe's a one-time patient of another member of the group.
Scarecrow. Oh, what the hell was Scarecrow's name?
Dr. Harleen.
Oh, shit.
Former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down.
Wow.
Much
yeah,
more
didn't
so
even
than that
consider
show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely.
Oh,
Bruce Wayne.
Fuck me. I'm not too surprised at this point, but god damn it. Okay, apparently I wasn't the only one that felt bad for John. Pleased to see you. Frustrated with himself when you didn't like his card. Absolutely ecstatic that you agreed to meet as friends, which, well, on the plus side, it does mean that, you know, I have that guaranteed in. Impressed you stood up to Waller. Appreciated honest answers. Guilty for having survived. Wait. Oh, when one of her friends. Wait, when could I have told him about Lucius? Yeah. Well, I'm in good company. Nearly 80% of players did the same thing. Deborah Wilson voiced Waller. Huh. Not happy when you defended Gordon. Did not approve of merciful interrogation. Because you decided to go to her instead of Gordon, she was looking forward to working with you. God damn it. Yep, 82% confessed that Lucius was an ally. Yeesh. Well, at least of those that picked that, it was merciful. Iman are the agents, and yeah, I went with Iman because... Okay. Gotta go through the codex first. And yeah, there's a few key decisions there that I'm not happy with the outcome. I'll put it that way. Oh, talking to the server. Yeah, it's doing the cloud save apparently. The Pact. Extras. Actually, you know what? I think I'll go... Okay. Oh. Hey, Riddler. Dark ghost out of Gotham's past who has returned to strike fear into the city's heart once again. I was able to stop him, but at great personal cost. Unfortunately, just as he was about to be taken into custody, an unknown assassin murdered him with a toxin composed of a mix of psychiatric medications. That is a nice touch. And very much in keeping with how Batman has a lot of, like he keeps the trophies from his captures. And yeah, did not anticipate Riddler getting killed off outright. Oh, that one's gonna be... Okay. Yep. After I went behind his back to... Oh, nice of him to put it right up top. After I went behind his back to interrogate Eli Nabel, Gordon made it clear he won't work with Batman again. I've lost his trust in my partnership with the GCPD. I got the information I needed from Eli, but I have to wonder if it was worth it. Montoya didn't appreciate me going behind Gordon's back to talk to Eli Nabel. But with lives at stake, I couldn't worry about what she or Gordon thought. I had to act. I threatened Eli with a fake missile signal. I think Montoya understood why I had to do it. I hope she'll be able to smooth things over with Gordon and the rest of the GCPD, but I'm not hopeful. Deceased. Lucius is gone. He died in an explosion at Wayne Tower, helping me solve Riddler's puzzle. Loyal friend to the end, his last words will always haunt me. That psycho Riddler was responsible for his death, and I will stop at nothing to avenge him. I never thought I'd see John's face again until he showed up at Lucius's funeral. Evidently, he listed me as his emergency contact when he was discharged from Arkham. Could he be stalking me? He wanted me to meet some of his new friends. I accepted his invitation. He was already making a scene at the funeral. I just wanted to keep him from flying off the handle. Something good did come out of our conversation. John gave me a solid lead on Riddler's location that pointed me to an abandoned water tower in Gotham's East End. Could John Doe and the Riddler really be connected? And if so, how? Oh. My time at Arkham was short, but one patient in particular left an impression on me. I didn't catch his name, but I won't ever forget his face. Or his laugh. He's like some kind of creepy circus clown. He gave me invaluable assistance in uncovering Vicky's true identity and her missing drug stash, but there's something about him so unsettling I couldn't bring myself to agree to granting him a favor. Yes, it would have been an empty promise, but the very idea of owing him anything is not a pleasant thought. A promising young scientist, Tiffany is every bit as street smart as she is academically accomplished. She recently graduated first in her class in molecular engineering in hopes of following in her father's footsteps. Of course, she doesn't know what Lucius actually does at Wayne Enterprises. Her father wouldn't be reckless enough to share our secret with her. Sometimes I wonder if she ever suspected something. Not much gets past her. If there's one thing I know about Tiffany is she's even more determined than she is brilliant. When she sets her mind to something, she accomplishes it. Lucius's funeral didn't go well. Tiffany naturally had questions about her father's death, specifically if Riddler's contraption had anything to do with it. So I told her the truth. I owed her an honest explanation, but in this case, honesty was not the best policy. She blew up at me, threatening to dig deeper into what Lucius and I were doing. Maybe I should get in front of that. Agent Avesta and her team attempted to corner the Riddler at the docks, but ended up caught in one of his traps. She begged me to save her colleagues by playing along with the Riddler's game. Despite her trust in me, Agent Blake died because of my words. I'm not sure if she'll be able to forgive herself or me for what happened. Waller blamed Gordon for the Riddler's death and the capture of her agents. Fair or not, she's taken over the GCPD. My cooperation with the agency seems to have built some trust between us, though at the cost of alienating Gordon. I'll need Waller's complete confidence if I expect her to keep my identity secret. The Riddler ambushed Agents Blake and Avesta at the docks, using them as bait for me in one of his sick games. Agent Blake pleaded for me to lose so that Agent Avesta's life would be spared. I failed the Riddler's game, and Agent Blake paid the price. His sacrifice saved his partner's life, just as he had wanted. I used Tiffany's drone and a decent bluff to scare Eli into cooperating. He gave up the Riddler's location, a boat called the Lady of Dublin. After I threatened to blow up the station to pry the truth out of Eli, I ruined any chance of an alliance with the GCPD. The Riddler ambushed Agent Avesta and her team at the docks in an elaborate trap. He forced me into playing one of his games in exchange for their lives. I managed to outsmart him, but at a heavy cost. Before we could bring him in for questioning, Riddler was mysteriously killed with a poison dart to the neck. All I have now are his cryptic words. They broke the pact. But who are they, and why did they want him dead? My guess? He wasn't the only person the agency had converted. Based on John Doe's intel and Maury's email to Riddler detailing their business transactions, there is no doubt that the two have been working together. Or rather, they were. Maury claimed he wants out of the deal, and after what happened at the casino, I'm tempted to believe him. For now, he remains under Waller's watch as a person of interest. The agency has fallen squarely into the Riddler's crosshairs. He blames them for creating him, though he refused to elaborate on what that means. Somehow, he managed to learn the identities of all of Waller's agents and compile them into a hit list. It seems even the most secretive organization is not out of this madman's reach. A new class of criminals has converged on Gotham. According to Waller, they're the best of their kind and the most dangerous. John Doe, the Riddler, Dr. Quinzel. How many of them are there? Riddler's plans to terrorize the city ended with his death, but his friends are far from finished. I'll need to deal with this new threat to Gotham, and soon. It was a homing missile that caused the explosion at Wayne Tower. I should never have brought Riddler's puzzle into the office. I put my employees at risk. We might be able to rebuild the tower, but we'll never be able to fill the hole in the ranks left by Lucius's loss. Gordon and I found where Riddler sleeps. He set up a hideout in an old water tower on the edge of Gotham's East End. Walking around that place was like taking a tour of Riddler's twisted psychology. He's methodical and obsessive in his sadism, using agents as guinea pigs to test out prototypes of his murder boxes. Designed to be a giant escape room, Gordon and I almost didn't get out of there alive. Luckily, Gordon was instrumental in solving his riddle and we managed to escape together. I guess two heads really are better than one. Waller used her political clout to take over the GCPD. It's unclear how she'll use her power, but from what I've seen, she won't let police procedure get in her way. And that is it for this video. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time for episode 2, The Pact, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, The Pact. And the first one is the Enigma. So again, thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.